everybody's doing well today. I just want to talk about something real quick that came across my mind. I thought about, just past reflections. So I used to be really sensitive. I used to be sensitive to the fact that people wouldn't work with me. Yeah, people didn't want to collaborate with me. That people said that their schedule was busy and they didn't want to collaborate. Not like I don't want to collaborate with you. Your beat suck. I don't like you. I don't like your page. Not like that type of thing, but like the type of thing where it's just like, hey, yeah, we can collaborate one day when my schedule gets clear. I have a scheduling, format for, collaborations. Or, nah, bro, I'm gonna charge you $5 for a collaboration. Some people may, question that or not agree with that. Uh, but that's a whole totally different topic and subject. But staying on subject, our artists, I make a beat that's geared towards a certain artist. It's an indie or underground artist, and this artist is like, well, you know, that's not my type beat still, I like more of this type of vibe with that type of vibe. And maybe I make that vibe and it's still not going. Okay, my point in this video, in this discussion, is that don't get mad at people because you feel like they don't support you. Don't get mad at people because you feel like they don't want to work with you. Don't get mad at people because you feel like they don't want to use your services, buy your beats, or even buy your songs. That's not their fault. It's your fault. Because you have to have direction in the way that you want to go. You have to have a focus and know what your audience is. There's a way to do things. Anybody can go out here and just throw out beats, throw out different songs and tracks and say, hey, buy this. But that doesn't mean it's the right market. So keyword marketing, you have to market yourself. You have to study that. You have to learn that. You have to know how to market yourself. You can't just go out here and just do things. Now, if you go out here and just do things, you'll learn by trial and error, which means things will take longer. You have to also have that system set up. If you do that and you don't go and learn things, and get knowledgeable on it and take the time to educate yourself, then you have to make sure that you don't repeat those same mistakes again. You know what I'm saying? So the resources are out here to learn and educate yourself on marketing. There's people who, have been very successful and they offer free courses. Some of them do offer trial, but they offer paid courses, which shows how invested and how serious you are about your career. And there are free resources out here. 50-minute videos or longer on YouTube. That even informationals on freaking IG Live, IGTV Live. Come on, guys. It's there, but you have to take advantage of it. Not only that, but the other reason it falls back on you is simply because you can invest in all the equipment that you want to. But until you take part in pushing your material, and when I say pushing material, I'm not talking about you know what, I'm gonna make a beat, I'm gonna get on YouTube, I'm gonna get on Instagram, and I'm gonna upload these beats one time for a week, and then expect results. And then now you sad and you upset and you all downtrodden and discouraged because people, it didn't catch vibe to what you had to offer. Look, you didn't even give it enough time. Your audience may not even be built up like that. And if your audience is, maybe you're not understanding the social media algorithms of how it works. You gotta post, you gotta optimize, you gotta post at the right times. You gotta post to the right target audience. You gotta research that and realize what your exact target audience is and what times they're usually on. And a lot of this stuff, some of this stuff is not necessarily written out per se on Google or anywhere else to say this is the exact formula for knowing the exact time of when your audience is gonna be here because you have a hip hop audience. No, you gotta know your audience, like your people. You know, in my brand, I say family. Uh, Join the family, because I believe that my clients, my fans, my fellow producers are family. Everybody that supports me, everybody that works with me, and I come in contact with, I work with, vice versa. It's family. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of my mission statement. That's part of my values. You know, it's a family thing. If I sell a beat to you as an artist, and you buy that beat from you buy it from my website or any way, any form of fashion that you buy it from me, you supported me, you use my beat, I provided you a service. Guess what? We're going all the way, man. And then you come back and you say, hey, can you make me a beat like this? Or you show a concern, hey. And I see that you have a work ethic. I see that you are working towards your purpose, your goal, and you really want this. You ain't no different than me. So I'm not going to take you as a joke. So now we finna work. Whatever I have to do to help you, I'm not going to definitely charge you for those services. Because you brought a beat from me. Guess what? It's not like a just you scratch my back, I scratch your back type thing. It's not like a self beneficial type thing. It's a mutualism. The concept goes behind it is that, I provided a service to you. You brought it. So therefore now I helped you. So now from there, how can I help, promote your content on X amount of days? From there, we're going to figure out your plan. I'm going to help you push it. And I'm going to push it just as hard as I push my stuff. I'm going to do research on your exact niche of how we can make your stuff be better as far as marketing goes. So basically, I'm going to do a whole managing / producing aspect of your project. And it's going to be my project too. So the same way on my schedule, I have, things about myself that have to be aligned. Now your problems also become my problems. I'm engaging with you. I'm not just I'm not just sending you out there by yourself. I'm engaging with you. You might not ask for that, but I'm doing that because of love, because we family, and that's what family does. You see what I'm saying? So it's a personal perspective. It's a personal view. It's a personal bond there that goes past business. And so therefore my motto is business is family. So you just gotta know where you're going basically. And you gotta know what you wanna do. You gotta know who you're doing it for. If you get out here lost and lonely, it's gonna be a tough road for you. It's gonna be a tough road for you. But if you get out here, you willing to open up, you willing to learn, you willing to push pride to the side. You willing to learn from people that's on your level, people that's above your level, people that's below your level, from your fans, followers, from everybody, and soak that information in. And then you're willing to take and invest more time into your craft, invest more time into your people, figure out how you can make their page better, even if you don't know them and you see potential in them. Or maybe they just do like a like on your page and you got the time and you surfing, you see some stuff that you can relate to. Go on their story and you see something you can relate to, share that. See, the dang producers and artists get mixed up is they feel like, A lot of us feel like, oh, you know what, I'm a producer myself, or I'm an artist myself, so I need supporters. So I need y'all support. But I ain't got time to support you of what you're doing because you're a producer just like me trying to get the same place I'm trying to get. So I ain't got time to support you. And we don't think about that. That's how you grow. We have to support one another. This is not a self growing effort. This is a every growing effort. This is like all of us together. It's a diverse thing. Just because it's the music biz or whatever doesn't mean that it's not diverse. It's not like a dog eat dog world anymore when it comes to the music business, because we have so many independent artists and independent producers, independent freelancers, that we can all just come together. If we just like, look, y'all talk about the gunfight. Y'all talk about, people need to stop killing each other. Okay, look, producers, artists, we need to stop killing each other. Real talk. And I'm not talking about with a gun. I'm talking in a philosophical sense. We need to stop killing each other. We need to stop downplaying each other. Let's take and support one another. What's it gonna hurt you to post so and so story on your story or even on your post? Is that gonna hurt you? No, you're doing something out of love and kindness and encouragement. You're helping this person grow. You're being a supporter to them. You know, how can you attain a friend if you're not a friend yourself? Said in the Bible. How can you take and gain supporters if you're not a supporter yourself? How can you be a leader if you weren't once led? It's just not the way things work. And if you have in your mind that certain thing of the way things work, and that's what you believe, and you're gonna believe it regardless of what anybody tells you, and it's cynical, it's negative, it's downplayed on other people, it's not sharing, loving, or caring, and guess what? You ain't gonna be able to work with many people. You ain't gonna get too far without spitting up a whole lot of money for people who's gonna deal with your stuff, and then after a while, that's gonna wear off, and that trust level is not going to be there, because you have to show that people can trust you. You have to gain people's trust. Trust is not something I can buy from you. You know what I'm saying? I can't technically give you trust and put it inside of you and say, here's trust, and to go around with it and be the negative, hateful person you are and gain these people's trust. It's not something like that. Trust is something that you have to take, and you have to cultivate it. You have to cultivate it within people. You have to be around people. You can't be isolated. See, a lot of people think you can just be isolated and I can make this work. Although I'm finna isolate myself. I'm finna get far. You need people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who are you selling to? People. Who when it comes to a major project and you making it for an artist that probably prefers a certain producer, engineer, but you're in on the project, who are you working with? People. You have to be a people person. Unless you're just being like a ghost writer or a ghost engineer or something like that, or you're going ghost with it. If you're building your brand, you are going to have to be a people person. You're going to have to make a practice, a discipline to love folk, to be around people, to grow with people, to mature with people, to learn people, to observe people, and do that all in a positive motive. But I could go on for days, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I'm not sensitive now because I understand what it takes. You know what I'm saying? So just learn this. Don't be sensitive. Just like grow out of it. You know what I'm saying? If so and so don't want to work with you, it may not be the time, or that might not be the person that y'all just might not fit in the puzzle piece. You know what I'm saying? Grow with people. Well, first grow yourself and your brand. Push yourself and show your worth. And then, make those opportunities to bridge those gaps to work with people. Don't wait for people to come to you. Because it won't be as prosperous as you think it will be. Go to people. And go to them in the right way. If you need to know how, search videos. Learn, educate yourself. But anyway, that's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? I went a little bit longer than I, was planning on going. But, I got out what I needed to get out. I would like to hear what y'all got to say about it. I would like to discuss that more. If you got anything to say about it, any inputs that I might have missed, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, put it in the comments. We'll wrap it up. We'll talk. All right. Love y'all, family. Holla. Talk soon.